Hello guys, we have used some styles and we have applied some styles in our web pages. So you are expect something, but at the end it displaying something else. So you want to make sure what is applying there, whether our code is applied or not. So you want to do some debug on that, right? So how to debug when it comes to CSS in your web page design? Okay, so in this session, I'm going to show you how to debug the CSS. First thing, you need to make sure whether you apply the CSS in your that particular HTML file in head section. Either if you are using an internal CSS, you can verify the internal CSS within the head section first, or if you use inline, that make sure whether you used that particular element with that style, or else if you are having an external CSS, make sure the external file CSS you added the style first. Okay, after that what you need to do, I am taking an example with the previous one, font. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm doing right click and inspect element. We already discussed about this inspect element, right? So let's say for example I have applied the italic style for this paragraph tag, whether this is got applied or not. So that you need to pick this one. This is the icon, and this inspect element is comes in built-in browser. Okay, so that you need to click on right click and inspect element, or F12 you will get to know, or else this triple dot in a Chrome and more tools, right? Here you will get to know the developer tools. Okay, so let me open the developer tools. Okay, so this you need to pick, you need to be in the element tab first and pick this one, select this icon and pick wherever you want to do the debug. Pick that element, whether your style is applied or not, that you will get to know from this right side of style panel. Some cases it's not applied properly. So what does it mean? Your style will apply the below and above, it may get override by the other style. Say for example, you may get like this, and I will create another one. Okay, font style. So here what I have added, no, previously I have added a no, italic, but see here, now I have added a normal. So this is how the order of style will be rendered in the style panel. That you need to make sure which one in the top, that will be applied. Some cases you may get this striked one, so which means striked one or a disabled one, which means this style is not rendered. It just override with the above one. So if I uncheck this one, you can see the difference here. The italic will apply. Why? The below one is taken care. So the above one is getting override. Okay, so this is how you need to take a look at it, the style panel, what style it's applied, what you want to apply here. Some cases below, okay, let me change the italic, just let me change the order for understanding purpose. Okay, let me change the normal here. Now the italic is applied on the top, so that is how the italic is applied. If I uncheck this one, italic only apply. Why? Because the italic style is top on the order, so that the italic is got applied. Some cases you may notice normal along with this important, which means important take more weightage than order. Okay, so it came below, it came anywhere, but when it comes to the hat, this is the syntax. Okay, exclamatory symbol followed by the important, which means this take more weightage than the above one. So that also you need to take care. Some cases you may apply the italic, but you are checking the front end, your italic font style is not applied. Why it's not applied? Somewhere this is coming and italic along with the important. So here you will get to know font.html, but here you will get to know the inspect style, right? So this will give you where it got rendered, that we need to change. So this class name we can check it within CSS font.html, right? So font.html we need to select this one and we need to find within this font.html. So this is how you need to make sure about it. And let me switch to the browser. Okay. So here you will get to know the order wise which one is a top priority, that one apply. When it comes to the exclamatory important, then this will be taken care. This will be more weightage than other style. This one will give you the file number where this style is coming from. That also you need to take a look at it. Okay. So this is how you need to debug that and you need to apply on this style. So if you want, if say for example, you are not able to control those things, what you need to do? Always prefer the parent container. So parent container will take a more weightage than other one. So body have a parent of this italic, right? So if you apply, even though not important, important, if you apply the parent element added here, now the italic take a more. Oh, I think you need to, let me change this just for the case purpose. Okay. Okay. But the idea is we can have a look which one's got applied. Something's wrong here. But overall, guys, you just to follow the style, and if the style is not get overridden, you can prefer this parent container. Okay. Now we don't know much HTML element, but in the real case, we can have a multiple class name. So that way we can apply the parent class container or parent element tag name, that we can use it and apply your style. Okay. Now this is got striked out. Why? Because this is got applied the below one. So this is how the style will be got overridden. Okay. If I uncheck this one, the above one will apply. So this is how will be look like. So now I have added immediately, right? So that this not effectively. Overall, this is the way you can debug the styles. Okay. So this you will get to know when it comes to the internal or external, internal and inline CSS. When it comes to the external CSS, first thing you need to know about whether the CSS is got loaded or not. That you need to make sure about it. How will you make sure about it? Let me take care about, let me open the external CSS first and do check this head and my style.css. Okay. For the time being, let me change this on the, you are able to see my screen. Let me change this rename. Previously the my style CSS was there, so it got rendered properly. Now I have renamed the file name. If I refresh this, the background won't apply. Why? It's not it cached. Okay. Now you are able to see this white screen. Why this? Because of the my style.css we have mentioned, but that file is not there. What happened when the file is not there? You will get to know in the inspect element itself. So here you can see this error and followed by this is the message, and you can tap this error. Below it will tell you my style.css 404, which is not found. When you click on this, it will give you like this. So when you mouse over, this will tell you fail to load resource. The server response with the status 404 not found. 404 not found means my style.css is not loaded, is not present in your location. It could be in your local or it could be in a CDN. So it depends on what use cases you have added the styles. So now what you need to do, you need to make sure about through the inspect element whether the resources got loaded or not, that you will get to know. Then you need to take a look at it in your VS Code editor. There you are checking my style, it's not there, so that we are getting that. Then what you will do, you make sure you added this my style.css. Now you make a changes, right? Now let me switch to the browser again. If I refresh this, now the blue color got applied. Here we are not see any error. So this is what the usage of this inspect element, so that we can inspect element and we can identify and we can debug the CSS. This is not only for the CSS, and previously we discussed in the HTML part. So here you will get to know what is the HTML render. Based on that, you can decide on what is wrong, what went well. Okay. The console window will give you some other information that you will get to know more on the JavaScript session. And sources will give you the information about what sources of HTML it's get loaded. So likewise, we can check other tab as well when it comes to the wherever we want to proceed with the JavaScript implementation. You will get to know further. But you can take a look at it. It's up to you. Yeah. So this is what I want to highlight in this debug session of CSS. That's it, guys. Thank you.